Indy Mogul.
This week on Indy News, I test out an inexpensive filter system for the GoPro Hero3 and explain why you'd ever want an ND filter, a UV filter, and a polarizing filter. What happens when a cheetah finds your camera, and how the built-in camera on the new DJI quadcopter compares to the GoPro Hero3. Hey Indy Mogulers, Griffin here. Perhaps you've heard of the company Fotodiox. They make camera accessories. And they sent me a demo of their latest product, the WonderPana Go. Let's say you wanted to add an ND filter to your GoPro. There's really no way to do that unless you built a DIY solution. But for only $40, the WonderPana Go kit comes with a metal adapter that you attach onto the lens, and then 3 filters here that you could screw on. So let's see how long it takes to install this thing and if these filters actually improve my GoPro's performance. Some of these screws are harder than others. The Fotodiox kit comes with the tiny hex screwdriver you need to take out these screws. Incidentally, if you ever scratch the lens cover on your case, GoPro sells replacements, 2 for $20. We'll switch out the plastic cover with this metal adapter, and notice that the 4 side screws are longer than the top and bottom screws. This system does not fit the new slimmer case that comes with the Hero3 Plus, but the Hero3 and the Hero3 Plus are actually the same size camera, so you could pop it in this same case. It takes me about 4 minutes to install this adapter, and right away I love that it comes with a lens cap. Usually I store my entire camera in a lens bag to protect the lens, but this makes more sense. It covers the LCD a tiny bit, but doesn't block me from using any of the camera's functions. And now I can screw on any of the 3 included filters. Most filters screw into the inside threading of a lens, but these filters are reversed to screw onto the outer threading of this adapter. That's because the GoPro is so wide angle that this mounting reduces vignetting. I'm shooting in the full 4x3 mode, but when I crop to 16:9, any vignetting is gone. This unique mounting setup means you can't use just any filter on the market, but Fotodiox says they're working on new mounting options. So why would you even want a filter on the GoPro Hero3? This camera is all automatic exposure. There's no manual f-stop, shutter speed, or ISO. So when I take it out in the sun, the camera automatically adjusts to a faster shutter speed to let in less light, which also means fast-moving objects strobe through the picture, no motion blur. Maybe you want that action film look, but if not, I can add this ND8 filter, which only lets in 1/8 of the light. The camera automatically slows down the shutter and I get a normal amount of motion blur. Clearly, I'm also getting some red color cast, which isn't too hard to remove in post. Many inexpensive ND filters don't have perfect color transmission, and at only $40 for a lens adapter and 3 filters, I shouldn't expect premium performance. Next up, we have a UV filter, which protects the sensor from sunburn. That's not true. Film cameras used to be sensitive to ultraviolet light, but digital cameras really aren't, so no visual difference. But because UV filters are so cheap, many photographers still use them as added protection for their lenses. The last of these 3 filters is a circular polarizer, which reduces glare when filming reflective surfaces. At first, I wasn't getting any effect, just a slight color shift as I twisted the filter. But then I realized this filter is backwards. It works just fine when I flip it over. I checked with Fotodiox and they said that a small batch of polarizing filters, including this demo, were mounted incorrectly. But the rest are fine, and of course they'll replace any faulty filters. And if you ever have a circular polarizing filter you want to check, you can just look through it in a mirror. If it shows up as black, then you're looking through it backwards. But if you flip it over, you can see right through it. A linear polarizing filter, on the other hand, you can see through both ways. So for me, the most useful aspects of the WonderPana Go are the ND filter for controlling exposure and shutter speed, and I really like that it comes with a lens cap. Such a simple thing, but cool. Plus, I like that it comes with a soft filter case. I usually just use an old wallet. The system does have its limitations. You know, this isn't premium glass on these filters, but for only $40 on Amazon or $35 on their website, this is a pretty simple and inexpensive way to add some new functionality to your GoPro Hero 3 or GoPro Hero 3 Plus. Speaking of the Hero 3 Plus, what happens when you leave your camera on the ground during a safari? A curious cheetah might just check it out, first smelling it, then licking it. You can see the whole thing on today's playlist. Also on today's playlist is another GoPro Hero 3 video. This camera is often mounted on the $500 DJI Phantom quadcopter, but their new $1,200 model, the DJI Phantom 2 Vision, includes an onboard camera with wireless tilt control. And unlike the Wi-Fi Live preview on the Hero 3, which has about a 6-second delay, this onboard camera has only a 0.1 second delay, so you really have a first-person view while flying. This video compares the image quality of both cameras. They look about the same to me. The onboard camera on the quadcopter is slightly more contrasty, and it has a tighter crop factor. For more information on the WonderPana Go, here's a product demo video you can check out. And finally today, our friends at Online Video Contests have issued themselves a challenge. This month, they want to earn 1,000 new subscribers, and they're going to give away $1,000. So I urge you to check out this video. If you like what you see, you like all the video contests that they share, be sure to subscribe and share it with your friends. And I know you're already subscribed to Indy Mogul, so thank you for that, and thank you for watching.
Traveling around the world. I've been around the area.